8 years in age, £800 in price. It would have been great if I had an 8 iron to finish that intro. Guys, how you doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. It's Simon down here at Burford Golf Lab. Cheap MP59, £200 for a set. MP20, shiny, new, lovely, £1,000 for a set of irons. Today's test, ladies and gentlemen. What's the difference? How do they feel? How do they sound? How far do they go? Ball speed, launch, everything else. Big thing to take away from this video is distance, ball speed is all very well and good. However, we need irons to do the numbers. Yes, driver, you want to go as far as possible. Ball speed is very key. Irons, you need it to do your numbers. There's no point hitting a 220 yard 7 iron because how do you ever hit a 120 yard shot into the green? So, today's test is basically to show who are these for, because there'll be people that should be buying these to test, try, and get a feel for, dip their toe into the blade market, versus who should get custom fit for these MP20, because again there's a few of you out there that would be very interested to try these, hit these, and get your first ever custom fitted blades. If you've got MP18s, don't bother changing. So the question you might want to be asking is, why are you not testing the MP59 against the MMC, which is basically the newer version of this? The MMC is 32 degrees loft. This is 34, this is 34. As well as head design, let's be honest, down the line, can you really tell the difference? So in terms of how far the CG is located in the back of the head, these are very similar heads. Yes, the weighting is different. Yes, the grain flow, forging has changed over the years. So you'd like to feel this is softer, more forgiving. But £800 worth more forgiving, that is today's question. So I've tried to make this as fair as I possibly can. The difference is that this has got a 5.0 because that's all we've had these in for, and that's what we've got them as trade-ins as. And these are 5.5 LZ because that's as close as I could possibly get these two shafts. Now, interestingly, I should probably have 6.5 or 7.0s in both of these clubs for my swing speed. But let's see what kind of numbers it produces. Let's see if the numbers are awful because I've got reg flex shafts in these clubs. Because I do feel people get bogged down in shafts a lot. Yes, they make a difference, but when you're not necessarily a tour player, how much difference? Yes, if you're going to get custom fitted for them, yes, get into the certain realm of shaft, swing speed, tempo, swing weighting that you need because you're spending the money. However, let's see how much difference it actually makes when you want to just buy a second-hand set of irons and you're thinking, oh, I love them, but they're reg flex and I need stiff flex. 3 shots into this par 3. I'm going to hit both of these. I'm going to give you my feedback on both of these heads. As I say, big fan of Mizuno. If you're looking for a fitting this year, Mizuno is very good. There's no upcharges in shafts. They've got tons of shafts, and as I say, go and find someone that actually knows what they're talking about, and you're going to get a nice set of irons either way when you get done with them. However, if you're not that worried about shiny and you're looking for a nice bargain, £200 for a set of these. They look good. So let's hit them, let's see how they feel, let's see how they go, let's see if I can get a hole in one and help the channel, get some views. Probably won't. Let's hope I hit the green, that's probably more realistic. Okay, first shot, MP59, 3 in a row, 170 yards, something like that to the flag. MP59 to start up with. Hole in one would help the channel in terms of views, so that's the main goal here. Tiny bit left. Hit it pretty well out in the middle though. We'll take green. We'll take green. Obviously, whichever one goes closest means that it's the better club out of the two. That's a joke. Oh, he's paying a high draw in there. Tell you what, it looks money though. That's good. Oh, nice cheeky 3-putt from there. Tried to play a bit of a fade. I think I've hit that heavy, so that needs to go. Go. Yeah. Didn't get away with it. Disgusting behaviour. Okay, instantly this MP20 feels so light in the hands. much lighter, which is what I found when I obviously tested the MMC and the MP20 in my last review. Okay, same swing. Let's give one right at that flag. Oh, that looks good. That's long as well. Very nice. Oh, that's all over it. Get in the hole. That's long. Sit down. Sit down. That's gone drastically further. I need to take some off that. Weak block. Weak block. That's still gone an absolute mile. Absolute mile. Wow, what a test. Epic stuff. Enthralling. 2 blades. Different results. Same loft and actually very similar stats apart from one, which was ball speed. Now, GC2 doesn't measure clubhead speed, so before you say, Simon, you swung it faster, I might have. But I swung within myself as much as I can. So if I did swing faster, it's because this feels lighter and I feel more comfortable over it. Ball speed was higher, hence further golf balls. I felt more comfortable standing over this. 800 pounds more comfortable, maybe not. However, you look at the numbers, spin rate wise, very similar between the both of them, still 6.5. Again, I haven't loft and lied this, but this should be 34 degrees. And obviously spin numbers do verify that they're going to be very similar loft. So 6.5 for both, which is pretty much off a mat normal for TP5. But obviously carry distance, as you saw, even though the launch was pretty much similar between the two, maybe slightly lower launch with this on average. Again, I'm not a robot. It'd be lovely to obviously put this in a robot, but we haven't got one, nor does anyone else. But the launch was slightly lower, spin rate was higher, ball speed was longer, or higher I should say, so therefore this obviously went further. Do I want a long ball flight though? I mean, again, even for a blade, I know I swing the club relatively fast, but 180 yards with a 7-iron is still a very long way. And I'd imagine the guys on tour that use this won't have it set at 34 degrees. They'd have it a lot higher, 36, more traditional lofts I would say. This felt a lot heavier, a lot more clunky, but let's be honest, for 200 pounds, you can dip your toe into the blade territory. Yes, I feel this is better, 100%. And if money wasn't an issue, I'd have a set of these in the bag no time. However, not that much difference for 800 pounds, and you can find yourself a bargain. And it's for the player that wants to try a blade out on the golf course, see what it's like. Am I losing too many shots because I'm using a blade, or am I finding that level of control that I want out of the rough, or to shot shape, or to penetrate the ball lower, hit that lower penetrating ball flight? This is a great starting point, and Mizuno have always done forged blades very nicely. Yes, you've got that titanium insert. Yes, it kind of gives you a level of forgiveness, slightly higher than what a traditional blade would be like. But this is close. This is what used to be like an all-round player's iron. This is the today's blade, which shows a very significant change in the market. This was held as something very strong lofted, whereas this is now a traditional blade. Even for a Japanese Mizuno company, everything's always squandered down to the distance mark with irons. I want to hit a 7-iron further. How far did you hit that 8-iron? How far did you hit that 5-iron? We've kind of lost the idea of what an iron actually is, i.e. you hit it, you pick it, it goes to the flag, it stops. Does it really matter what the number on the bottom is? That being said, this is a very lovely 7-iron, and for the majority of people that want to play this, very forgiving compared to what a blade should be like. But it's not a traditional blade, let's be honest. This, however, is what used to be a cavity back, or let's say an all-round player's club. Both similar lofts, both different results. You would like to think tech-wise, this has moved the game onwards, and don't get me wrong, this is still a very hard club to hit. You still need to be an exceptional ball striker to use an MP20, but obviously as time's gone on, you see more and more tour players not use blades because, well, you just don't get enough forgiveness out of them. We're human, we're going to make mistakes. This is their compromise. They've compacted a lot of technology and everything else as the years have gone on to give you a more penetrating, longer ball flight, also trying to maintain that kind of blade look. This, good starting point if you want to dip your toe in the realm of blades in the market.